Have you ever pondered what it truly means to age well? Have you ever pondered why some people seem to thrive well into their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, while others struggle with declining health and energy? Is it simply luck, genetics, or is there something deeper, something we can actively do to make the later years of life truly fulfilling? If you're over 70, you may have noticed changes in your body. Perhaps your knees ache after a long walk, or your energy levels aren't what they used to be. Maybe you've wondered whether you should continue pushing yourself or if it's time to slow down and adjust. Here's the truth. Aging is not about doing less. It's about doing what truly matters. For years, walking has been promoted as the ultimate exercise for older adults. And while it does have benefits, too much walking can actually strain aging joints and lead to fatigue. Instead of focusing solely on walking, shifting your attention to two crucial activities will enhance your longevity, mental clarity, and overall happiness. So what should you do instead? Let's explore two powerful practices that can transform how you age, helping you not just to live longer, but to live better. 1. Strengthening your body. Why walking less can actually be beneficial. For decades, walking has been championed as one of the best exercises for older adults. It's simple, requires no special equipment, and offers undeniable cardiovascular benefits. But after 70, relying too much on walking, especially long, repetitive walks, can do more harm than good. It's not that walking is bad, rather it's about understanding how your body changes with age and adapting your movement accordingly. By 70, your joints have carried you through millions of steps. Your knees, hips, and lower back may not be as resilient as they once were. Years of impact from walking, particularly on hard surfaces, can lead to joint strain, cartilage wear, and chronic discomfort. If you've ever felt soreness in your knees or noticed stiffness in your hips after a long walk, it's your body's way of signaling that it needs a different approach to movement. Continuing to push through discomfort can accelerate issues like osteoarthritis, making mobility more difficult in the long run. The key to longevity isn't in walking more, but in moving smarter. Instead of long-distance walking, your focus should shift to strength-building exercises that maintain muscle mass and protect your bones. Muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, is one of the most significant yet overlooked aspects of aging. After 50, adults lose muscle at a rate of about 1% per year, and without intervention, this loss can lead to frailty, falls, and loss of independence. Walking alone does not build the strength needed to counteract this decline. Strength training, even at a moderate level, has been proven to reverse muscle loss, strengthen bones, and improve overall mobility. Simple movements like bodyweight squats, resistance band exercises, or light weightlifting can work wonders. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights, just enough resistance to challenge your muscles and keep them engaged. For those who have never done strength exercises before, chair-assisted movements, wall push-ups, or even lifting household items can be a gentle starting point. Beyond strength training, balance and flexibility exercises become non-negotiable after 70. One of the biggest risks in later life is falls, and many of them result from poor balance rather than weak legs. Practicing gentle yoga, tai chi, or simple stability drills can significantly reduce the likelihood of falling, which in turn helps maintain confidence in movement. The fear of falling often leads older adults to move less, but ironically, less movement increases the risk of falls. By keeping the body agile and responsive, you maintain a sense of control and security in your daily life. Rather than seeing walking as your primary form of exercise, begin viewing it as a tool among many. Short, intentional walks can still be part of your routine, perhaps a 10-minute morning stroll to wake up your body or an evening walk to relax, but they should be balanced with exercises that actively strengthen your muscles and improve flexibility. Aging well is not about stubbornly clinging to what once worked. It's about evolving with your body's needs, respecting its limitations while empowering it to stay strong. Walking less does not mean moving less. In fact, it means moving better. By prioritizing strength, balance, and flexibility, you don't just preserve mobility, you extend it, ensuring that each step you take is one of confidence, resilience, and vitality. 2. Strengthening your mind, the underrated key to aging well. Aging well is not just about preserving the body, it's about keeping the mind alive, engaged, and thriving. While people often focus on maintaining physical health, the real key to a fulfilling life after 70 lies in the strength of your mind. A sharp, active brain is what allows you to continue learning, adapting, and enjoying meaningful experiences. The decline in cognitive function that many fear is not an inevitable part of aging. It is in large part a consequence of disuse. The brain, like a muscle, must be challenged to stay strong. Memory lapses, slower thinking, and difficulty concentrating are not just signs of age, they are signs of a mind that craves stimulation. Just as a sedentary lifestyle weakens the body, a mentally inactive life leads to cognitive decline. The good news is that mental sharpness can be maintained and even improved with the right approach. The key is to continually engage in activities that challenge the brain in new ways, requiring it to learn, adapt, and problem solve. The easiest way to strengthen the mind is through lifelong learning. The human brain is wired for curiosity, and there is no expiration date on the ability to acquire new knowledge. Reading books that introduce fresh perspectives, taking up a new language, or learning a musical instrument can rewire neural pathways, keeping cognitive function intact. Writing, whether it's journaling, storytelling, or even composing letters to loved ones, also stimulates memory and deepens self-reflection, strengthening connections between past experiences and present awareness. Creative expression is another powerful tool for mental vitality. Engaging in painting, crafting, or playing an instrument taps into areas of the brain that promote problem-solving, coordination, and emotional resilience. Many people dismiss artistic endeavors because they believe talent is required, but creativity is not about skill, it's about exploration. When the mind engages in something new and expressive, it breaks out of routine thinking, forming new synaptic connections that help delay cognitive decline. Beyond solitary activities, social engagement is one of the most effective ways to keep the mind strong. Conversations require quick thinking, active listening, and emotional intelligence, all essential functions for brain health. Too often, as people age, they withdraw from social circles, leading to isolation that accelerates cognitive deterioration. Staying engaged in community activities, joining discussion groups, or even teaching others from personal experience helps maintain mental sharpness while reinforcing a sense of purpose. The mind also thrives on problem-solving and critical thinking. Engaging in games that require strategy, like chess or crossword puzzles, strengthens memory and improves concentration. But beyond traditional brain games, everyday decision-making, planning trips, organizing household projects, or even debating different viewpoints keeps mental agility intact. The goal is not to fall into passive routines, but to stay mentally engaged and adaptable. Another crucial factor in mental well-being is emotional resilience. The later years of life come with unique challenges: loss of loved ones, changing family dynamics, and adjusting to new routines. A strong mind is one that can process these changes with perspective and grace. Mindfulness and meditation help cultivate a sense of inner peace and emotional balance, allowing individuals to manage stress and maintain clarity. Holding on to past regrets or worries about the future only clouds the mind, whereas staying present fosters mental strength and contentment. The greatest misconception about aging is that the mind is destined to slow down, but the reality is that mental decline is largely a choice. Choosing to keep the brain active, seeking new knowledge, engaging with others, and cultivating emotional strength creates a life filled with purpose, clarity, and joy. A strong mind does not just make life longer, it makes life richer. Aging well isn't just about remembering the past, it's about continuing to shape the future. 3. Bringing it all together, a blueprint for thriving after 70. Aging is often viewed as a gradual decline, a slow retreat from the vibrancy of life. But this perspective is deeply flawed. The truth is, life after 70 is not about fading away. It's about thriving in a new way, embracing the wisdom and freedom that come with age while adapting to the body and mind's evolving needs. Thriving does not happen by accident. It is a deliberate choice, one that requires attention, care, and a commitment to nurturing both physical and mental well-being. By now, it is clear that walking, while beneficial, is not the ultimate key to longevity and strength. Movement must be intentional and varied, incorporating strength training, flexibility, and balance exercises to preserve mobility and independence. The goal is not simply to keep moving, but to move in a way that supports longevity, protecting the joints, maintaining muscle mass, and preventing falls that so often diminish quality of life. The people who age well are those who respect their body's needs, making small but powerful adjustments that allow them to stay active without unnecessary strain. Beyond the physical, the mind is equally important in determining the experience of aging. A strong body alone is not enough. Without an engaged and stimulated mind, even the healthiest individual can feel lost or disconnected. Thriving after 70 means feeding curiosity, challenging the brain, and staying socially and intellectually engaged. It means choosing to learn something new, whether it be a skill, a language, or a creative pursuit, knowing that every new challenge strengthens cognitive function and mental resilience. It means recognizing that isolation is not just lonely, it is dangerous to the brain. Remaining socially active, engaging in deep conversations, and fostering relationships are not just enjoyable, they are essential for mental clarity and emotional well-being. Perhaps the most overlooked yet vital aspect of thriving after 70 is emotional strength. Life does not become simpler with age. In many ways, it becomes more complex. There are losses, changes, and transitions that can shake even the most grounded individual. But within these challenges lies the opportunity to cultivate a sense of peace and perspective. The ability to let go of past regrets, to embrace the present, and to view aging as a privilege rather than a burden makes all the difference. Those who thrive are not those who avoid hardship, but those who approach it with grace and resilience. Thriving after 70 is not about resisting aging. It is about embracing it fully. It is about shifting the focus away from what has been lost and toward what is still possible. It is about seeing each day as an opportunity, not just to exist, but to experience, to contribute, and to grow. It is the realization that while the body and mind may change, the capacity for joy, connection, and purpose remains limitless. The blueprint for thriving is not a rigid set of rules, but a guiding philosophy. Move wisely, think actively, connect deeply, feel fully, live intentionally. Those who follow this path do not simply age, they continue to live with meaning, strength, and an enduring sense of possibility. Thriving after 70 is not only possible, it is a choice that is made moment by moment, day by day, for as long as life allows. Embracing the journey, the art of living fully, after 70. Aging is not a chapter that marks the end of possibility. It is an invitation to a new way of living, one that values presence over speed, depth over routine, and wisdom over worry. It is a time to let go of outdated fears, to release the pressures of youth, and to finally give oneself permission to live with intention, clarity, and peace. The later years of life should not be spent mourning what is gone, but rather celebrating what remains and embracing what is still to come. To live fully after 70 is to acknowledge change without resistance, to recognize that while the body moves differently and the mind requires care, these shifts do not mean decline, they mean adaptation. Strength is not measured by how fast one walks, but by how one moves with purpose. Intelligence is not defined by memory alone, but by the willingness to learn, to engage, and to seek new experiences. Joy is not something reserved for the young, but is instead something cultivated by those who remain open to life, no matter their age. There is a deep beauty in the simplicity of this stage of life. The noise and distractions that once consumed the mind begin to fade, making room for what truly matters. Deep conversations, quiet moments of reflection, the laughter of loved ones, the pleasure of a well-prepared meal, the serenity of a morning sunrise. Each day is an opportunity not just to exist, but to appreciate, to engage, and to contribute in a way that feels meaningful. Aging well is not about avoiding time's inevitable changes, but about meeting them with wisdom and grace. It is about treating the body with care, keeping the mind alive with curiosity, and nurturing the heart with love and connection. It is a conscious choice to walk forward with purpose rather than retreat into hesitation. Life does not stop being valuable simply because one has reached a certain age. In many ways, it becomes even more precious. For now, every moment carries the weight of experience, perspective, and appreciation. The path ahead is not about living in fear of what may come, but about embracing what is here now. To thrive after 70 is not to chase youth, but to fully embody the richness of this moment, knowing that every day is a gift and every breath an opportunity to live with strength, joy, and unwavering gratitude. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.